I have no idea what we're doing today, but I do know that we're starting to warm enough, right?
Don't know of to one or the other. What were your thoughts on what they were describing?
Looks like my dad's catching some largemouth right now. For those of you wondering about him, where he's at, what he's doing, he's pretty much doing the same thing that he was doing 10 years ago in the videos. Looks like that one came in 28 feet. That is not what we're going to be doing today, but I will be back on the bass soon. This is really going to be a classic Uncle Larry's send, and what I mean by that is I'm by myself today. That's not classic. That's not the classic part about this, because usually we're in some kind of group, and I do recommend that you do these sends with a group as opposed to what I'm doing today. What I'm doing today, yes, it could be described as dangerous in some senses, because being out there in the middle of winter by yourself in waders, no service, no idea where you are, not the best thing in the world, but you know what, there's big ones out there. Earlier in the morning I was trying to fish with some people, and it's one of those days where it just didn't pan out, you know, everyone's got stuff to do. That's all good. I don't got anything to do but this. So I'm in the car right now. I got my blueberry pancake wrapped up, ready to be eaten at some point. That's really all the food that I possess right now, which, you know, that could be a problem. These are the best sends. This is what we try to preach at Uncle Larry's, is you don't need to know spots. You just need to know that if you go, good things can happen. They might not always happen, you know, I might go out today and catch nothing. But as Johnny's Pecos League baseball coach once said, I think he said it more than one time actually, it's all part of it. All right, so this is it. This is the water I've found. Upon first glance, it's a little bit muddy. Flows look pretty high, but I know some things about other stretches on this river, and they're very positive things. So I'm hoping that even though this doesn't look the best upon first glance, that there will be brown trout up here and I can catch them. That's the hope. Start things off, I got a Phoebe on. This Phoebe has been a key player in recent winter trout fishing adventures. We will see what it does today. Of course, we're all wrapped up. Okay. Wow, man. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely high, muddy water. That's all a fact. So we're gonna, at the very least, keep moving now. Try to find some cleaner water. Totally forgot about all the fucking rain we got last night, which might seriously hinder us. This is part of these sends though. I mean, I can't stress that enough. Not every spot's gonna be a home run. And already I could tell that this one, I'm not so sure about these pools. This is a cool looking area though. This is what you do, man. You fish spots that suck. You know, I had no idea when I looked at this on Google Maps that these would be big, slow moving pools. We have limited time today. We want to catch fish. So that's all a factor. I'm out of here. I don't like it. I'm not feeling this spot. It's time to send it further in search of giant browns. So my final thoughts on area number 1. I am sure there's trout in here. I'm sure if I walked deeper upriver, I would find some trout. But after scoping it out, I just don't see it as being the spot today. And that's okay. That's what happens with Google Maps fishing, you know, you find one spot, doesn't pan out. There's really only one thing to do. You always got to take a moment and just soak everything in though, being out here. It's an amazing feeling on its own. I think the key today is going to be finding an area that isn't as affected by the rain. So while driving around up here, I passed another stretch of the river and it is not looking good. we definitely screwed ourselves coming up here the day after a storm. I mean, it's still raining right now, and we definitely have a chocolate milk situation. I'm gonna have to just keep spot hopping, maybe hit a totally different river system. I have one pinned on my phone right now that's about 45 minutes away, which, you know, a lot of driving and not much fishing today, but that's all part of it. So before we totally give up on this river system, I found one more area slightly above where I was fishing before. And I'm hoping that maybe we'll have better flows, better watercolor, skinnier water, all that good stuff. Okay. Ooh, this is okay. This is why you don't give up so quickly. I was gonna leave this river system entirely. I was even thinking about going to a known spot just to catch some fish. But then I found this section. And this section is looking pretty good. This is where I think some shit's gonna go down. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I still don't catch them up here. And you know, that would be all right too. But now I'll really know that I tried. All right, let's keep it moving, man. I wanna traverse this a little bit. Boy, it sure looks better up here though. I'll tell you that much. Can't even get up this way. Do I really want to go this way? Not particularly. All right, well, this stretch of the river is proving tough to traverse, Yep. I think it's time we switch up baits. Something I found so underrated with trout fishing is bringing a lot of different options. Like some days they're just on a spinner, and some days they won't even touch a spinner. But it is a great way to cover water, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to do right now, because if this stretch isn't it, I don't want to fish it too long. I want to save enough time to get somewhere that I could catch a few and call it a successful day. Well, this area definitely looks cool, and I am not doubting the presence of trout here whatsoever. But at this point in the day, I haven't gotten one bite along either of the stretches I've targeted. It's 1 o'clock. I want to catch some fish, so I'm going to send it further. I'm going to send it about 45 minutes further. I'm sure if I come back here with better flows, better time of year, it'll be more successful. That's another thing I got to keep in mind. It is January, so you can't always expect the best. All right, so we are officially 0 for 2 on new areas, which is completely fine. Oh God, almost slipped and died there. As we are now entering spot number 3. As you can see, this is just a beautiful area. People seem to like to throw their trash from that perch right there. It's quite nice of them. But I'm kind of excited about this one. And again, a spot I have no idea about, but it's on a river system that has produced for us in the past. So that at least is pretty encouraging. All right, so we are officially 0 for 2 on new areas. This is always the best part right here, the moment you know that you're about to see water after traversing through the woods. Oh my God, look at this. This looks ridiculous. All right, we may have found something here, boys. Oh, it looks amazing. I mean, it really does look amazing. Wow. It's just pretty fast and shallow up here. Looks like it becomes more of a pool down there, which is what we'll be looking for. I'll tell you, this water is nice though. It's clear. It's clean. Look, here we go. This is, the channel is over there, I think. One thing about this stretch though, it's definitely flowing, man. We're gonna have to find a little section where there's not as much current. Just something. We're gonna have to find it. And if we find that, I think we're gonna find brown trout. I mean, I hope, you know. There's a bridge down there. If we could try and make it to that bridge. This is about as random as it gets, by the way. I literally pulled off on the side of the highway, saw this stretch, and decided, okay, that works. Water's getting a little bit slower moving up here. I think once we get around this bend, just gotta keep casting though, really. Here's the thing about where I'm at right now too. I know I could go to the fish. I have areas that me and the other Uncle Larry's team members have found in the past that are not too far from here, and I know 1000% have big fish and we can go catch them right now. But that's just not, at the end of the day, where's the reward with that? It's why, you know, on this page we preach, it's not about where, it's not about how, it's just about going. When you factor in knowing where, when, how, why, if you know all those things, what's the excitement? Where's the thrill at? Got him, got him, got him, got him, got him. Completely new water. Got ourselves a fish. This is actually my first fish of the decade. That's unbelievable. Day made, boys, day made. It's not even a big one. Let's get him in though. He's little. He's a little wild brown. But oh my God, am I so happy right now. How about that? First fish of the decade. Look at where we're at right now. Unexplored water. Just put on the little gold spoon that's been working so well for me. That's a beautiful fish. I'd like to apologize on behalf of GoPro for the lines that you're currently seeing on your screen. I have no idea why they're there. Maybe it was a bad battery or something. Luckily, this isn't in any of the other footage I currently possess, so that's good. And also, they waited until after the fish catch, so I can't really complain. Like I said, not even a big fish. But now, that one bite has definitely enhanced my confidence after going all morning with nothing. You know, it's funny, the Uncle Larry's crew has been on some insane trips recently, and it's made me question whether particular spots could ruin brown trout fishing for me, because I mean, this one area that we've been going to, it's bigs all day. And just caught a 12-incher. Let me tell you, the thrill has not been ruined. The only difference was this time I explored new water. Therefore, it didn't matter what the size of the trout was going to be. Any fish would have been amazing. And it was. So after that point, I was clearly feeling pretty good. And again, I could not stress enough the importance of going to spots where you have no idea. When you finally do get that bite, I mean, you can't really duplicate that feeling any other way. Finally made it down to the bridge. My suspicions were definitely confirmed. There was probably 8 to 10 foot of water under this bridge. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, there's got to be a 10-pound brown trout in front of me. And there probably was. Worked a spot hard for 20 to 30 minutes. Knew I had about an hour left. Knew there was one more spot I could go to and definitely catch a big fish. So we're going to end this video here because I do not want to introduce this spot to the channel in this way. Just know when we do decide to put that footage out, and you're in for some good stuff.